between us also, um I something that's really personal to me. Okay, I'm gonna get serious for, I mean, I've been serious this whole time today actually, but just to be really deep and personal for 1 second is I I decided to change Twilight, Twilight Fan 7, like I said, not only because of, like, people judging so fast and whatever, but also because so I'm not on, so I'm not really into like K-pop as much as I used to. So I'm not on like Korean websites and stuff and Korean like social media. But apparently like my friend shared this in a group chat, and it was like there was this like semi-viral post on some Korean website. I forgot what it's like a Korean social media app. So I really don't know the name, but it was just something about like Jay and how he's friends with me, and it was just like a lot of people like stalking my page and then saying weird things just because I dress the way I do, or I talk the way I do, or I make the music that I make. Actually, it's never about my music. They don't care about that. Like, everyone who doesn't like me never cares about my music. If they listen to my music, they might actually like it, but they only just see, oh, it's on the surface, and they're like, oh, I don't like this. He's weird. So that started making me uncomfortable because I think I had a really adult moment, and I sat back and was like, okay, so if you guys, when you guys ask advice from me, I don't know what to, I literally don't know what advice to give you guys, because I really just don't care. Like, I just don't care about life. That sounds really bad, but like, I just don't, like, my main thing is life is I just want to be who I am and do what I want. And I've always been trying my best to show that to you guys, no matter how cringy I may come off, or no matter how weird I may come off. Like, my whole thing is like, I don't want to have an image. I just want to be myself, right? But I do realize, at least in Korean culture and Asian, in Asian culture, being that I'm Asian, is that that type of mindset can be really toxic when you're friends with someone who's famous, because it's like, it's no one's fault. It's just things that I do. No matter how hard I try to separate myself from my friends, a lot of people only know me for being friends with Bomhan and Jay, and that's okay. Good night, babe. It's 4 a.m. and I have to go to sleep. Good night. I don't know. IDK. Thank you for stopping by. But I was at like I was in New York recently, and someone stopped me. I've been getting like approached more and more, and it's been making me really happy. But one sad thing is every single person who recognizes me don't even know my name. It's almost repetitive now, where someone will recognize me and they'll tap me. And there's no offense. Like, I'm actually really grateful they recognize me at all. So I'm really grateful for it. But they'll tap me on the shoulder and they'll be like, "You're that one guy." And I'm like, I mean, there's a lot of guys. They're like, no, you're that one guy. You're the guy who goes on live. Sometimes you make music and you're friends with Bomhan and Jay. I don't know your name. And I was like, "It's Toshi." And they're like, "Oh yes, Toshi, that's you. You're very nice. Thank you. Can I get a photo?" It's like I think that's happening at least like once every 2 weeks lately, where someone will recognize me but don't know my name. But I realized that no matter what, it's no one's fault, but the things I say or do might have an effect on my friends. And I never want my friends to be stressed out because of what I do. So I created Renji as a way to really separate, I like have a clean slate. So I'll always be Toshi still. Like, Toshi is my main priority. Like, I want to succeed as Toshi, but Renji is a way for... All right, so from now on, I know you guys like to gatekeep me, but please stop keeping me. Just gatekeep Renji. I created a whole imaginary friend for you guys to gatekeep. Like, I'm going to drop music just as Renji and also as Toshi. And you have my full permission to gatekeep the shit out of Renji. Like, no one has to know. Also, I'm never going to show my face as Renji. This is probably the only time I'm going to talk about it, because I'm going to try to separate myself from Renji as much as possible. But it's like a clean slate for me. I'm never going to show my face as Renji. Also because, well, not only because I'm Toshi, but this is also really personal to me. But maybe say it right and maybe I'll think about it. Nahi. Imagine having an imaginary friend. Dude, that's life. Sometimes you're lonely and you got no one to talk to, so you talk to yourself. Shit. Sometimes you're shit out of fucking luck. And you know what? It's better to talk to yourself than no one at all, to keep yourself sane. And I stand by that shit. Leah, who's Renji, literally me. I'm just talking to myself. Renji is just a side passion project, like an alter ego for me. But so I grew up really, and like ugly is like a very perspective word. I think you guys are all beautiful. Don't ever call yourself ugly, but just talking about myself. This is only about myself. Like I grew up really ugly, right? Because it's pretty factual because that's the reason I got kicked out of my company, right? So like, like it was really sad for me because I got kicked out of my company. I don't want to talk about this too much because, you know, at times I moved on. But like, it wasn't even because I wasn't talented. They just didn't want me because I wasn't marketable, because they said I'm not attractive enough. And most audition rounds, I would always make it pretty far in until like maybe the last or second to last round, and they would just go, you know, we really like you. You have a lot of talent. Good luck, but you're just not marketable. Like that was like the main thing I was always told growing up when it came to companies. That's why I'm so grateful to Higher Music and Ted Park. They're like the first company that really believed in me when I was a kid and took me in and taught me everything I know. So I know everybody has their opinion about, you know, AOMG, Higher Music and stuff, but they really helped me out, and they overlooked, you know, obviously they tried to give me advice on how I should dress, how I should look. They wanted me to fit the whole bad boy rapper image at the time, and I was really feeding into that. And then I think eventually when I left, I was like, all right, that's not really me. So I stopped doing that, obviously, because that wasn't like who I really was. But yeah, so I grew really ugly. So it does make me uncomfortable still, because I don't think I'm that attractive at all. This is a true story. This is really sad. I hope I'm not being pick me by saying this. This is just a true ass story. This is a true story. I'm not making shit up. Like,